If you're new here, you probably have not seen this. And if you are a regular follower, you probably haven't seen this in a while. But I'm going to talk to you right now about why I think we could be, I don't know, tiptoeing into a little bit of a recession. I am not a doom and gloom kind of guy, but you can't help but look around and go, I bet a lot of people aren't happy with the way things are going. Donald Trump wants a $200 million ballroom. At the same time, they have agreed to cut SNAP funding by around $186 billion. Feed people, ballroom. Feed people, ballroom. Ballroom, right? We all agree. Ballroom is the better use of that money. Now he's talking about tariffs. Again, expected to go into effect imminently. Keyword is expected because, you know. Meanwhile, Ford says that Trump's tariffs cost them about $2 billion this year. And I don't know if you are like me, but I love ground beef and I love coffee. And Donald Trump is slapping tariffs on Brazil at about 50%. What do you think Brazil makes? Ground beef up 12%. Steak up 8%. Uh-oh. Trump tariffs will send coffee prices higher. Hey, no big deal, right? We get coffee from other places like Vietnam. Oh, shit. Add in that the stock market is feeling a little bit too frothy lately. I mean, look at the S&P. Look at the Dow Jones. Look at Nvidia stock. Look at Palantir. I am not a doom and gloom kind of guy, but you can't help but look at everything going on and think, gee, things aren't looking great right now. And of course, the Federal Reserve is trying to lower inflation and keep employment high. And everyone on the other side is going, cut the rates, then it'll make houses affordable. But we know that the last time that mortgage rates were at 3%, home prices went up 40%. Plus, if you cut the rates, that could lead to inflation. And then I'm getting messages from people going, I missed out on the rally. Should I buy now even though markets are at all-time highs? For the first time in my life, I'm stepping back from investing right now. Now, don't get it twisted. Like if you're a new investor and you're putting $500 into an S&P 500 fund every month for the next 30 years, you probably shouldn't stop, right? Because you're going to buy high, you're going to buy low, you're going to buy everywhere in between. 10, 20 years from now, markets will be much higher. But if you're heavily invested, like I am, well, I'm stepping way back. I'm sitting on a lot more cash. And hey, markets go up a little bit higher. I'm not in a position where I'll be sitting there going, damn it. If this doesn't look familiar to you, it might mean that you're a new follower here and you should check my politics playlist and also my recession investing playlist. But this was I laminated this. This was my original recession investing wish list. You can see it right here, November 2008. And look at all the prices on some of these companies back then. They're way higher today. So what I'm doing is right on the other side here, I've got my little list. This is my list, not yours. Come up with your own. Again, check the recession investing playlist. There are videos there on how to do that. But I'm sitting on the sidelines. Maybe I'll start deploying a little bit if we see some data come out in the next couple months going, oh my God, these tariffs were a complete disaster. If we have really big down days, if the markets drop 1,000 points tomorrow, then of course I'll throw in a little bit. But generally speaking, I'm pulling back.